to my YouTube channel. I'm Angleika Sarah, and today I want to explain the learning material about narrative text that can be studied by high classes and all groups. So let's start. Narrative text. Do you guys know about narrative text? Narrative text is a story text that describes an event sequentially from the beginning to the end of the story and has interconnected structure and is essay in nature or fictional. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the reader. From the narrative text, we can practice four language skills such as reading, writing, for example, writing narrative, and speaking, which means telling text, so you can practice speaking skills. And last, listening. Next, types of text. Types of text of narrative text are fictional, such as fables, fairy tale, folklore, myths, legends, history, romance, science fiction, and slice of life. Then characteristic of narrative text. In narrative text, there are characteristics. 1. Using simple past tense. Why? Because narrative text tells events in the past. 2. Use action verbs. 3. Focus on the character. Usually, narrative text is written with a focus on main character. 4. Use conjunction of time, usually to connect different time settings. 5. Use pronouns or nouns. 6. Use adjectives to describe character characteristics. After that, structure of narrative text. There are four structures of narrative text. Let's see. 1. Orientation. Orientation is at the beginning of writing the introduction of the character and the background of the story. 2. Complications. Complication is the initial part of a story or main problem and begins to develop the conflict, climax, and anticlimax of the story. 3. Resolution. This section is the end or conclusion of the story problem that occurred. 4. Reorientation. Basically, reorientation is not must in narrative text. Usually, the paragraph in a sentence contains lessons and moral messages from the author for readers to implement in real life. This is an example of narrative text. Title: True Friends. Orientation. Once upon a time, there were two close friends who were walking through the forest together. They knew that anything dangerous can happen anytime in the forest, so they promised each other that they would always be together in any case of danger. Complication. Suddenly, they saw a large bear getting closer toward them. One of them climbed up a nearby tree at once, but unfortunately, the other one didn't know how to climb up the tree. So, being led by his common sense, he lay down on the ground breathless and pretended to be a dead man. The bear came near the one who was lying on the ground. It smelled in his ears and slowly left the place because the bears do not want to touch the dead creatures. As you can see, this section or paragraphs 2 and 3 tells the main problem, so it's called complication. Next, this section is resolution. Let's read. Resolution. After that, the friend on the tree came down and asked his friend who was on the ground, "Friend, what did the bear whisper into your ears?" The other friend replied, Just now, the bear advised me not to believe a false friend. That's the resolution that the child who pretended to be dead so the bear couldn't pounce on him still survived. But he teased his friend who abandoned him or was selfish with the phrase a false friend or fake friend. Therefore, he wants to have true friends. The last one is reorientation. The reorientation is moral of the story. True friend in needs a friend in need. So that's an example of narrative text. So in narrative text, we can practice how to read text well, write text based on its structure, practice speaking to tell the content of the text, and listen to stories about the text from friends, teachers, and audio so that we also get new vocabulary and improve our English skills. So that's all our learning material today. I hope this material is useful for all of you. Keep studying and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.